You know me. But let me give you a quick refresher. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Protecting Mondstadt is no walk in the park. It's a job filled with challenges and perils. But a knight never surrenders to hardship. For freedom and honor! Except when it's too hard. Huh?
Grandmaster, where are you going?
The winds of freedom are calling me.
Grandmaster, a few more files for you to...
I don't know where he is. Grandmaster? Could we?
Sure. Not enough force, balance is off. Practice on a few more dummies.
Understood.
Oh? Now we're talking.
The wind called you to the bar again?
Pigeons! Where are you?
Wandering rust buckets? Guess I could use some exercise. This drink is on me! Freeze! Looking for me? Got it! Burn!
Oh, valiant knight! Accept this grace!
Right!
Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well. So now let's start the game. Let's go. Well, let's go for the commissions first.
Wait. Bring it.
Observe.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Bring it. Bring it. Astra Abyssosk. Add Astra. Thank you for
We should take a break after all that running around.
It's from the Tone Deaf Bard.
Yo, hi,
Apparently,
Ediverse.
we hear all about our adventures in Nodcroft.
How are you doing, bro?
Maybe we can get some tasty treats.
बहुत जल्दी लाइव कर रहे हैं आज। ज़्यादा भी जल्दी नहीं है, शायद आधा घंटा पहले स्टार्ट कर दी पहले। वो वारका की स्टोरी क्वेस्ट भी तो करनी है। 1 day 17 आवर्स बचे हैं, नहीं तो रिवॉर्ड्स नहीं मिलेंगे। आई मीन जो एक्स्ट्रा रिवॉर्ड्स जो हैं वो नहीं मिलेंगे, तो सोचा कर ही लूँ। I am fine. That's nice. What about you? Well, I'm also doing fine. Thanks for the asking.
Bring it.
मैं तो कॉलेज के चक्कर में पागल हो रहा। ऐसा क्या हो गया ब्रो? ऐसा क्या हो गया?
Welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt, the two
मजा नहीं आ रहा क्या कॉलेज में?
or the great hero of Nodcroft?
असाइनमेंट वगैरह ज़्यादा ही हैं क्या?
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Notcry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
News travels fast.
शायद कॉलेज वाले डिटेंशन देने वाले हैं। ऐसा क्यों ब्रो?
I need to hear
कुछ
them from
कांड
the
कर दिया है
horse's
क्या?
mouth. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. So amazing, incredible. The Rahier of So I'm guessing the wild hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rah.
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the doctor, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right? I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
Hooray! Paimon was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you still fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
कॉलेज नहीं जाता रेगुलर। ओ आई सी, इसलिए असाइनमेंट प्रैक्टिकल 75 अटेंडेंस लॉल। वेल 75% तो उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट होती है शायद। 75 तो ज़्यादा बुरे भी नहीं है।
In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf
पागल
guard.
कर रहे हैं कॉलेज वाले
Yeah,
ऐसी।
it sounded kinda like...
क्या कह रहे हैं ऐसा? मैं तो कहता हूँ ज्यादा टेंशन लेने की जरूरत है नहीं, जो होगा वो तो होकर रहेगा, कोई नहीं रोक सकता।
Oh, bring it on.
like that.
कहीं को ज्यादा टेंशन लेनी।
Giving up already? You're not half as tough as Varka said.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti?
डिटेंशन दे देंगे, घर पर कॉल करेंगे, ऐसा वैसा ही सी।
So you were looking for the
खैर
tone-deaf
डराते
guard?
तो हैं कॉलेज वाले, देखो
Strange place to start
पीछे
with
से
stuff.
डराते हैं ही।
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You must be the honorary knight. And
Let's see.
Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time.
अब तो
Allow me
चीजें
to
किस्मत पर
introduce
छोड़ दो,
myself.
वही
I'm
बेस्ट है।
Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius and a member of
नहीं
the
तो टीचर को किस दिन
Expeditionary
पकड़ के
Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
ट्रीट वगैरह
So
देनी
you're part of
पड़ेगी,
the expedition, huh?
अगर तुम्हारा टीचर ले लेते हैं तो।
Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt.
अगर टीचर फ्रेंडली है तो।
We never saw you in Notcry either.
That's probably because when the wild hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the wild hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like...
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
Deliver some letters.
जब तक एग्जाम हॉल तक नहीं पहुंच जाता तब तक टेंशन रहेगा।
There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the Church, another
ये
for
तो
the Dawn
सरदर्दी है,
Winery.
देखो।
At least 10 of them in total.
मैं एग्री हूँ इस बात से,
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now?
लेकिन फिर भी डरा के रखेंगे, कोई नहीं। 75% अटेंडेंस है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
Man already.
एग्जाम हॉल तक आराम से पहुंचा देंगे।
He's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with Sir Writes a Lot.
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. So, tone deaf or not, I wear the title of
75
Bard with
अटेंडेंस,
pride,
ओ आई सी,
and I
75
consider
अटेंडेंस
Sir
है ही
Writes a Lot
नहीं।
to be quite a
लॉल,
compliment.
Really? Darn it!
ये तो बहुत दुख की बात है ब्रो। फिर
Paimon should come up with some
और
harder-hitting
75 है
nicknames
ही
for these
नहीं
two.
तो
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to
20
the
30
Thousand
होंगी, वो
Winds
भी
Temple
नहीं है
looking
शायद।
for
ओ
me,
लॉल,
I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I
फिर तो
right?
परेशानी की बात है।
You sure are. To use the Grand Master's own words.
तो फिर कहाँ कट रहे थे इतने दिन? गोल
These days I think he goes by Venti.
बंक मारा जा रहा था क्या?
Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, oh, sorry, ruin guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
नहीं भाई, घर पर चिल कर रहा था। ओ आई सी।
Good thing we happened to be nearby.
तो घर वालों ने भी कुछ नहीं बोला है क्या कि बंदा कॉलेज वॉलेज नहीं
Also
जाता,
said to
एडमिशन ले
remind
रखा
you to
है?
write back.
या कॉलेज वाले भी कुछ नहीं कहते? कुछ पूछा ही नहीं घर वालों ने?
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time...
मेरे घर वाले
I'll
होते
need
तो
some time to mull
जबरदस्ती
over my
भेज देते,
response. Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver,
कॉलेज में
right?
पता करते।
Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city? I'm sure
घर
some of the
वालों ने भी
recipients
नहीं
of
बोला
Varka's
कुछ।
letters
ओ
will
आई
turn out to
सी।
be old friends of yours too.
अब तक नहीं बोला तो बाद में भी नहीं बोलेंगे शायद, क्या पता।
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you, misguide.
लेकिन एग्जाम्स की तो दिक्कत हो जाएगी।
The abyss, the wild hunt, Andreas, get home safe,
तो
Varka.
लेकिन फिर भी बैठा ही देंगे एग्जाम्स में, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता। वार्निंग वगैरह देंगे,
Why
फिर
do
भी
my
बैठा ही देंगे।
ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me? Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office.
निकाल दिया
That
तो
would be
माँ बहन एक कर
terrible.
दें फिर बोले लॉल।
Grandmaster,
मैं तो कहता हूँ टीचरों से प्यार से बात करो, गिड़गिड़ाओ।
Huh?
सर अब
Oh, it's just a few
मतलब अब से
stragglers.
गलती नहीं होगी, अब
They're no
रेगुलर
real
रहूंगा
threat
मैं।
to us.
यार ये ऐसा
This
बोल देना,
expedition is
प्रॉब्लम थी,
almost over.
मेडिकल
We just
सबमिट
need to
कर
deal
दो
with these final few targets, and
कि मेरे को
then
डायबिटीज है या समथिंग कुछ
will
ऐसे
make our
ऐसी बीमारी है कि मैं
triumphant
ज़्यादातर
return.
कॉलेज में नहीं रह सकता। सबसे बेस्ट आइडिया है मेडिकल सबमिट करना। कॉलेज वालों को एक मेडिकल दे देना कि ये रीज़न था मैं नहीं आ सका, कोई ऐसी बीमारी बना देना जिससे रेगुलर कॉलेज अटेंड ना हो। ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 500 या 1000 रुपये लग जाएंगे मुश्किल ही। और कोई जानने वाला डॉक्टर होता तो शायद 200 या 300 में भी काम हो ही जाएगा।
Without the ray here of Sonari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the wild
मेडिकल
hunt can
बनवा के
muster
देना
now,
सबसे बेस्ट
surely the
पॉइंट है।
Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
just like I thought. What we should be wary of.
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster.
We meet again, Andreas.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now?
मम्मी का एक्सीडेंट हो गया था वो बोल दूंगा, और खुद का भी फेक मेडिकल सर्टिफिकेट बनाना पड़ेगा। हाँ बहुत बेटर है, बहुत बेटर।
Perhaps you could be my guide.
मैं कहा मम्मी का ना बोल के बोल देना खुद को, खुद के साथ ही कुछ हो गया था। मम्मी का बोलना अच्छी बात नहीं है, ऐसी चीज़ें बोलनी नहीं चाहिए। वैसे खुद का ही बोल देना कुछ कि तुम्हें डायबिटीज़ वगैरह है, मल्टीपल इलनेस है, तो तुम्हें डॉक्टर ने बेड रेस्ट बोला था या हॉस्पिटलाइज थे, समथिंग ऐसे ही। घर वालों को भी मना लेना इसी बात पे।
Here's hoping I'm just
सबसे
overthinking
बेस्ट
things.
आइडिया है ये मेडिकल का।
There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all.
ओ आईसी मम्मी का रियल एक्सीडेंट हो गया था भाई।
It's your turn,
हाँ
my
तो फिर
friend.
ठीक है, इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, फिर बोल देना।
Come, Andreas.
वो हॉस्पिटल रिपोर्ट्स भी सबमिट कर देना कॉलेज में, उनकी कॉपीज ले लेते हैं, वे मान जाएंगे बात को। बोल देना मैं ही अकेला था जो मतलब केयर कर सकता था, और कोई नहीं था घर पे। ऐसी वैसी बात बनाओगे तो जरूर मानेंगे,
Might be better to go by.
मना नहीं करेंगे।
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity. Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever? Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a
देखते
fight.
हैं, बच गया तो आपके लाइव पर आके नाचूंगा। अरे माफ कर देंगे वे, ये सब एक्सेप्ट कर लेंगे। मेडिकल वगैरह पकड़ा दिया ना, जरूर एक्सेप्ट कर लेंगे। बस वे बोलेंगे तुम्हें पहले बताना चाहिए था, इन्फॉर्म करना चाहिए था, ऐसा वैसा वो सब बोल देना। मेरे पास टाइम नहीं था ये सब करने का, टेंशन वैसे थी तो ये सब नहीं कर पाया। बस छुट्टी, फिर कोई टेंशन ही नहीं।
P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily trade. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
Everyone gets one? Wow!
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to— Even I got a letter, and I'm not—
Jean?
Oh, yes.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a...
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share, allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel. But
Hi, Mom Beth. There'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This one, I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas's trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
Honorary Knight, you're still here? Is it that obvious?
Huh? But Varka's coming back. The situation in Nokrai is stable.
It's true. From what it seems that and yet, for some reason...
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume that if it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, what's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return. Until I return, I leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion.
And good luck,
He was as
ready for
free as the
tomorrow.
wind.
Hope ki अच्छा ही हो
He
सब.
left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. But he had an informal when the old
Wolf spirit.
Correct. As you may already know, the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him. Lupus Majoris, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, this was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt. But these days, few people are aware that the great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all now. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, the Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might somehow be related to Nodcry's Wolf of the North. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion to you experience the
No wonder Varka—
Very possible. And as it turns out, yes, even if his...
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angel Share now.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out the water before adding the other ingredients. How's that for a secret recipe?
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now.
Kaya! Rosaria!
Looks like it.
A little liveliness never killed anyone. Traveler, Paimon.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolute... I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now.
From the look on your face,
He nags like an old man.
Huh? Drip what?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, he, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius. And I declined. He expressed...
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skip a...
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past. Dragging them back up...
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go.
I wasn't seeing the full picture, but my answer remains unchanged. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are... I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on the outside to keep...
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said. But don't you think someone can keep tabs on things from the in...
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on...
You think so? Never mind.
Good question. Have you...
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of... Oh! Kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more ways they have to protect their home, the...
What should I public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh. What should I public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh.
My reply was...
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll tell him to quit making trouble.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey.
So you see what's really going on here? All three of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too...
Huh? Scheme? What do you...
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine, as was his... There are people like Kaya and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Not only that, but it happened to a Knight of Boreas. That'll really hit home. Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly...
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us...
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on. The second crisis... Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been truly of those who have the best... But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest knight of Boreas. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled...
Yikes! Bloodstained knight?
Well, apparently his original title was, but he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago. Including his tutor, and the endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black. Transforming After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession, or whether, but had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back. So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes? After all these years, he's still as...
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Anyway, if so, why did Jean say that that's a great idea?
Come, my friend.
I need to learn
What's going on here? Was Wolvendom always like this? The Wild Hunt? What are they doing here? Watch out!
Surge. Defensive mode engaged.
The night cometh. Close your eyes.
Oh, are you alright? Oh no, what now?
Stop right there! Answer me this. The 2 letters I gave you.
2 letters? Wasn't it 3?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait, what are you? Paimon passed a test? Really?
You may dispense with your suspicions. The Wolfpack has borne witness. They fought against the aberrations that
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I should apologize for doubting you just now. Sure was. Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry didn't go to waste. Turns out the Wild Hunt all feel the same when you stab them. Something seems wrong with that old wolf, though.
Bring it!
Lupus Majoris, not injured. Why so weak?
You are not to blame. With your Iron Claw, they followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. They sought to corrupt the territory I protect. We meet again, human Lupus.
So, are you saying that the Wild Hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Nodcry to Mondstadt?
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. The source of this turmoil. I can sense it.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused. How can you be in two places?
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods. The Wolf King, Andrius, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his soul would have survived till the present.
Huh? The bard's back?
Tone Bard?
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. And our wolf friend doesn't seem too who better than a bard to do the honors? Lord Boreas, do I have your blessing to share this story? Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Sealy Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south. As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that given by the reclusive king in his tower? The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north. There, in a palace long since abandoned by its former master, the great wolf closed his eyes and slept. 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a night stumbled in from the cold, just as Lupus Boreas had once done at the Sealy Hall, and awoke him at long last. The night asked the wolf to join him on a journey south, to see once more the land that had all but faded from his memory. The gentle wolf, unwilling to refuse the human's earnest plea, split his soul into two halves and left his home once more. Seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city, the aging Lupus Boreas turned to his friend, the god of Animo, and so, this is the world the humans dreamed of. Though the night's journey was not yet over, the wolf chose to bid farewell. He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, well, that's how a bard would tell the tale. Lord Boreas, is there anything you'd like to—
There is no need for you to—
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that knight 1,000 years ago, and then, for the sake of the new
You need not feel remorse on my account. If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me who remained in Notcry. That is surely why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness.
But we followed Boreas' trail in Nodcry.
Andrius should still be slumbering by the lakeside, and there's more. I detect another familiar scent from across the ley lines.
Oh!
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than any other of his kind. It was the ancient kingdom of Conria, as you
न्यू गेम्स ट्राई करो या बड़ी करूँगा पहले इसके ये इवेंट खत्म कर दूँ सोच रहा हूँ मैं नेक्स्ट गेम वो क्या बोलते हैं शायद हाँ टॉम राइडर नेक्स्ट गेम टॉम राइडर ट्राई करूँगा वो डाउनलोड कर रखा है बस इसके इवेंट कंप्लीट कर लूँ रिवॉर्ड्स ले लूँ फिर उसके बाद ट्राई करता हूँ
Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must be in real trouble by now. I hope Varka can handle it.
Varka? Is he...
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear he only has room to carry one person. Along with...
Alright, wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our strongest warrior to fight Nodcry's battle. I'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that try harassing Mondstadt. It'll be a good chance.
I stay in Mondstadt too. With
Razor, give me your iron claw. golden-haired traveler. Give this token to the... It is a wolf spirit. It contains my power and thoughts.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
But human hearts and flesh cannot bear the soul of a wolf directly. It would be akin to forcefully merging a human and a wolf into one being. To prevent the entanglement of souls, the most I can do is temporarily house my power and thought. Although, truth be told, that knight does not lack for power. What he needs more is the thoughts within. The great wolf king of the
गलती
north
कर दी
remains
पॉलिटेक्निक
strong
लेके
for
आई
now.
सी तो फिर क्या मूड था ब्रो
I will protect Lupacol.
पॉलिटेक्निक भी बुरी नहीं है वैसे तो
Varka?
कहूँ तो
I leave to you.
Just give me the word whenever you're ready. Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground. All right. Over to you, Dvalin.
वैसे तुम्हें बस एक डिग्री की ही तो जरूरत है जॉब के लिए और क्या चाहिए
The Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must part ways.
आई थिंक तुमको रोब्लॉक्स टाइप्स गेम खेलने चाहिए रोब्लॉक्स मैंने एक बार ट्राई किया था मोबाइल में शायद रोब्लॉक्स समझ ही नहीं आया उसके बाद मैंने खेला ही नहीं अजीब सा लगा था गेम
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Grandmaster! It's...
Haha! Reinforcements! It's about time!
बिकॉज टेंशन वाले गेम्स अपन जैसे मैच्योर लोग खेलते हैं और मैच्योर ऑडियंस के पास टाइम नहीं होता लाइव वगैरह देखने का हाँ ये तो है मैच्योर लोग बिजी रहते अपने काम में
As expected, this hastily summoned wild hunt horde is nothing but a disorganized rabble.
देखता हूँ कल परसों
Gathered by the Rahir of Solnar.
शायद कल कर दूँ शायद
But they have served their purpose.
एक बार मुझे टॉम राइडर फिनिश करना है
And you, in turn, understand mine.
इसलिए रोब्लॉक्स की किड ऑडियंस टारगेट करो बड़ी अगर मैं ऑडियंस टारगेट करने लग गया ना तो मेरा फन ही खत्म हो जाएगा फिर मैं अपने फन के लिए खेल ही नहीं पाऊंगा कुछ
Whether you choose to resist me or not.
Guess they're retreating for now.
बाकी मैं डिस्कॉर्ड से हेल्प कर दूंगा रोब्लॉक्स में खेलने में देखते हैं कभी लेकिन मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा वो रोब्लॉक्स वरना मैं खेल लेता
There's no point
और दूसरे गेम ट्राई करूंगा मैं
We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. True. Killing him might be the difficult part.
Huh? What do you mean?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got any special abilities of that caliber. But, compared to Rerir, our current foe clearly has a better understanding of how to exploit Nodcry to his advantage. Particularly... Exactly. I managed to cut off a sample from our... We still have some big challenge.
इतने टाइम से तुमने फन तो कर लिया एक बात कुछ और ट्राई कर लो क्या पता मैजिक हो जाए अरे बात यह है कि लोगों को ना बकवास पसंद है लाइक बकवास कमेंट्री पसंद है उनको ऑडियंस तभी टिकती है ज़्यादा और इतनी बकवास कर रही
She went to see
मेरे
what
बस की है नहीं,
Flins. They're keep. Oh yeah.
होती नहीं हमसे. YouTube ऐसा नहीं में मस्ट है, बस ये तो टाइम पास के लिए है.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Albedo and Durin are just wrapping up. Great.
Roblox also grinding game है बड़ी अच्छी. मैन ये गेंशिन में ही ग्राइंड कर करके पागल हो गया मैं.
And that's where things stand. Intel from the Frost Moon Scions.
Summarizing current situation.
More
ऑप्शन की कमी नहीं है. 1000+ maps. ओ ऐसी के कुछ ज़्यादा ही है. 1000+ maps.
Namely Roland, the blood.
Whoa. Hold on. I'm complete. How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from a.
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, the collateral vessels become more. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, the Roland
तो
replica
अच्छे खासे
can't
maps है
possibly
Roblox
imitate
में.
Barrier's. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to.
The replica corrupted and took control of
पहले मैं दूसरे गेम्स ट्राई करूँगा. उसके बाद Roblox देखते हैं. जब मैं बोर हो जाऊँगा दूसरे गेम से.
However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic, and
तो वो Ring Waves भी नहीं खेला जा रहा. मूड ही नहीं हो रहा उसे खेलने का. क्योंकि उसमें ग्राइंडिंग बहुत है. इस वजह से खेलने का मन नहीं कर रहा उसे.
But we can keep those.
Okay, Paimon gets all that. But what did you mean when you said we can't kill him?
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous than a living one. From intelligence gathered during the expedition. Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, they will persist for thousands of years. This land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add god remains to the mix, it'd be like adding salt to an open wound, placing everyone who lives here in perilous danger.
Query. Well, in that land,
मैं तो फिलहाल अभी मोबाइल वो खेल लेता हूँ Call of Duty.
occurrence throughout history, and even the.
Great question.
Time pass के
Glad you
लिए.
asked. Honorary Knight, you
ठीक
said
लगता है
Lupus
Call of
Majoris
Duty
gave
मुझे.
you a token to pass on to me? Please. Come forth, Boreas.
This form has come to the end of its time. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow. Do not grieve for me, for this is the end I have
YouTube
chosen.
बकवास चीजों को कैसे $1 billion+ व्यूज. अरे हाँ ब्रो, ये चीजें बहुत देखी है मैंने बकवास. पता नहीं Roblox में वो गाना चलता कैपेचिनो, पता नहीं क्या चीज है वो. लॉल उस पे कंटिन्यूसली चलता रहता है वो. उस पे thousands of views आते हैं. और लोग बेफालतू की बकवास करते रहते हैं. उस पे thousands of views आते रहते हैं.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas's final
Brain Rot
thoughts
song
before
ना हाँ
merging
ब्रो
with the
हाँ.
ley lines. In his
कुछ
final
ज़्यादा ही.
moments, he made a choice to give.
Sounds like.
हर लोग Brain Rot content
Only
रहते
then
हैं.
can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts and.
Wait.
We need to find a way to make the.
For now, however, if we can collect those fragments.
You don't need to worry about. Most of them are.
Huh?
I mean, it's not just the Wild Hunt and the Abyss.
Sounds like.
As a matter of. Still, instead, we've had to make best. Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather. According to what. But of course.
Okay.
I managed to gather. As for the third fragment, we've identified the final snap.
With our foe.
And since the.
The Clink Clink Crumbkake craft shop will also help.
So what do they need me here for? Wait.
I think maybe I signed a contract at some point. Didn't exactly.
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will provide intel and relay battlefield communication.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield,
वो शादी
dodging the
कब
wild
कर
hunt
रहे हो?
and the shadow of an
सपनों में
ancient
ब्रो
god.
only.
I'm impressed by your
क्या
courage,
फायदा?
Miss Yehoda.
कुछ भी नहीं.
Rating for Yehoda updated.
I'll deal with the second wolf spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. The moment you... Traveler, could you join me in retrieving fragment 2? I have a feeling that your unique constitution... Alright, time is of the essence. Let's move out.
क्या फायदा शादी का? चलो मेरे पास 180 प्रीमोस है. पहले प्रीमोस यूज कर लेता हूँ कहीं. कैरेक्टर बिल्ड टाइम. अजीब है. हाँ ब्रो बहुत अजीब है. वैसे शादी करनी ही क्यों है? ऐसा क्या रखा है शादी में जो सब करके भी खुश नहीं है कोई? सोचा है कभी? करने के बाद भी मुश्किल से मुश्किल 0.01% लोग खुश हैं बस. अदरवाइज हार्डली ही कोई खुश है.
Installation tank. Bring it! Ultimatum protocol.
The long sleep beckons. Do you fear the dark? Observe.
लैपटॉप कितने का है भाई? 1.25 लाख का था ब्रो.
Cleanup sequence flame. Letting brave names echo. Free moons converge. Preparing for dust up.
सालों से चाह रहा था लैपटॉप खरीदना. एक दिन खरीद ही लिया. बस टाइम लगा थोड़ा. कुछ ज्यादा ही.
Defensive mode engaged. Let the magic flames boil!
Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Observe. Do you fear the dark?
कितने रेजेस बचे हैं? और 64 1 राउंड.
Letting brave names echo! Bring it!
Be silent. Close your eyes.
सिर्फ गेमिंग के लिए नहीं बड़े, या तो कुछ और पर्पस के लिए बाई किया था. गेमिंग तो मैंने अब चालू किया है. वैसे गेम खेलने का प्लान तो मेरा पता नहीं कब से था. गेम तो मैं खेलना चाहता था. कौन कौन बंदा गेम नहीं खेलना चाहता? गेम चालू कर दिए फिर भी मैंने. जब खरीदा था मैंने शायद बहुत ही कम यूज़ किया था उस वक्त तो. एक 1.5 साल बाद गेमिंग चालू करी है मैंने, गेम खेलने, क्योंकि लाइफ में फन भी बहुत ज़रूरी होता है ना। Lol, now I'm lagging gemstones. मैं बाइक करूँगा नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट गेमिंग के लिए बजट में। ओह नाइस, गुड लक ब्रो, गुड लक। मैं तो कहता हूँ खुद के पैसे से बाइक करो, खुशी मिलती है ब्रो, तो और कोई रोकने टोकने वाला भी नहीं होगा क्या कर रहा है क्या नहीं कर रहा है। होते नहीं है पेरेंट्स, मैंने तुम्हें ये स्टडी के लिए दिलाया था और तुम ये कर रहे हो ये वो। सबसे बेस्ट है अपने पैसों का खरीदो, बेस्ट है, कोई कुछ नहीं कहेगा।
The long sleep beckons. Observe, be silent. To dust.
A moonlit night for
वो
all.
बात अलग है, थोड़ा टाइम लगता है। ना मेरे घर वाले कुछ बोलते ही नहीं। ओह दैट्स नाइस, तो फिर कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, करो जो मर्जी करना है, अच्छी बात है। देन लेट्स कंटिन्यू द क्वेस्ट नाउ। मैंने अपनी रेजिन सारी यूज़ कर ली है। मैं अलग वो अलग, एक घर में होते हुए भी बात नहीं होती, बहुत अजीब है ब्रो, सीरियसली।
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight? Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and get your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle?
Huh? All right, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up! Can't we please just focus on finding the wolf spirit fragment?
अरे करना क्या है यहाँ? डॉल कंफ्यूजिंग है ये तो। Well, I have no idea what to do here. अरे भाई करना क्या है यहाँ? Destroy the obstacles, but how? Lol, it's not working. Oh, I see. I had to make a connection. I had to connect those.
Bring it. Defensive mode engaged. Hear the echoes of the valley! Accelerating. Accelerating. Accelerating.
अभी तक कोई आया नहीं लाइव, नहीं ब्रो, कोई आया ही नहीं। रात में बंदे कम ही आते हैं अब। पहले लोगों को शौक था नया नया गेंशिन का, लोगों को ठंडा हो गया। यहाँ मुझे दूसरा समझ ही नहीं आ रहा यार, कैसे सोल्व हो गया पजल।
Observe.
पता ही ना क्या करना है। इतना तो पता है कनेक्ट करने, लेकिन कैसे और किससे। गेंशिन क्या हुआ करता था 2023 के अराउंड, व्हाट अ क्रेज। अब तो क्रेज शायद कम हो गया लोगों का। जब गेम नया नया आता ना तब होता लोगों को ज्यादा क्रेज। हो गया फाइनली लॉल। बहुत टाइम लग गया इसमें।
Is this what we're looking for? What do we do with it?
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is transfer it to my sword. Just like back at the camp, but this time, you'd best step back a bit, just in case.
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either.
Why do you laugh?
Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you have love in your heart. I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends, you'll have found your own answer to the question of how to love.
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
Ugh! Oh, sure enough, this place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage... Purifying the abyssal could you try... Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And let me think. How is it explained? Actually, neither do I.
Huh. Sounds like something a certain tone-deaf bard would come up with when he can't think of anything meaningful to say.
I thought it might mean something to you. Never mind. I'll explain it more. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct? If I'm not mistaken, then...
Okay, but that...
this...
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. They can create a net, or they can create a rope. They can separate love from hatred, and they can bind objects. Thought is the anchor for a being's existence, through which emotions are drawn forth.
Also, we barely know anything about Roland. How are we supposed to use thoughts?
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks...
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf after Rock, but trying to...
Hey!
But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely. Whoa.
You really are making this up as if...
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed, just like he said.
If what you say is true, the monsters I've slain, the justice I have sought to uphold, for mortals to escape a great and ancient kingdom was wrongfully cursed, turning its inhabitants. The code of chivalry tolerates not such injustice. If Abyss be thy name,
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that, he bade his humanity farewell. I dare say you must find it quite ironic, Knight of Boreas.
That I... Dainsleif? No. While we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be? So that's what happened. After leaving Mondstadt and wandering the land, once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the gods' judgment as the greatest injustice. So he surrendered himself to the Abyss, giving them his knowledge, his power, his everything. That's why the Abyss can replicate him.
Uh-oh. Does this mean we have to take on the
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could see the future, both the Wild Hunt and Roland would be acting with far more but even without the Visionary's input, Roland still has an intel advantage we can't afford to. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes. And on that note, I have a plan I want... Well, the fewer people who know, the less likely it is to get leaked. Besides... that about covers it. Sorry, no plan is free of risk. If I fail...
Oh, there has to be another way! Like a...
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've success...
Nope. Ugh, it's a total disaster! More wild hunt monsters.
Come on, we're out of time. You'll... Fill me in. What's the situation?
Well,
Good call.
well, before we ran into trouble, this is... The two teams are holed up here and here.
But the Wild Hunt is...
We can't...
The logistics
Hanefa
designated drop the logistics.
amazing.
Hey!
I regret to the logistics.
Both.
It's the Wild Hunt! Come on, let's go help!
Something's not... Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm.
Yes, sir. Reporting in, sir. We've identified
Good. Wait for my signal.
Logistics company, deploy.
Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! Goodness you're here.
Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. However many we kill, more keep coming.
Just as I thought. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready. Is that the signal to say they're ready? Maria sweeping in! It's showtime! Fall back!
Yes, sir.
Ready? Fire! The enemy has sustained heavy casualties. Should be a while, but use this time to catch...
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final...
That's not exactly very...
We split the search area.
Either way...
Absolutely.
We've run right now that they've lost their...
Ugh.
Reinforcements. Hey, you keep them busy while we work on getting rid of this god-awful...
Understood. Everyone got that?
Yes, sir!
Thunder! Flash! On me. Hey, they're running out of steam. Now's your chance.
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's their source. It was hidden in the mist. If we destroy that, the Wild Hunt won't be able to summon any more reinforcements.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
Ooh, I'm glad that's...
Brave knights.
There's no need to be...
Very well.
We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Yes! Now it feels like we're...
I'll say.
It would be our...
Much obliged. The hiding in the mist trick again. You all know the drill.
Yes, sir!
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
Here.
Up the ante!
Huh?
Maria sweeping in! Thunder! Time to counterattack! Up the ante! Thunder!
On me.
Rally to the Grandmaster! Charge! Charge! Burn! Thunder!
Huh? Ugh! This wild hunt doesn't know when to give up. Traveler!
Mr. Varka?
Just like last time. Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster. We can hold our own.
Ha! That's the spirit. Stay on your toes and make the Knights of Either we all march back to Ugh. The final fragment is right there. Don't let me down.
It seems you have collected the...
Yeah, and with no corrupted fragments or ambushes along the way. I have to...
A true knight does not resort to underhanded tactics. Were this body not a false one created by the Wild Hunt? Nor would I... If you need a moment to rest...
Save your breath! If you want to fight, let's fight!
As you wish. Then...
Is everyone all right?
My granny fights better than these rookies. For a moment there, I thought...
Hey, stay put, you guys! Leave the rest to us!
Forget us. You're the only one still standing. Honorary Knight, we can't lose our Varka! Please...
You're holding back this duel. Your Andreas's question, Boreas's answer, though the false path may be wide and welcoming. It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge your allegiance to the abyss, Knight of Boreas. One day you will understand that the only righteous path for those of true virtue is the path of darkest truths.
For the next part, it's over to you. Outlander who can't... The sword is unbroken. Looks like I'm no longer in reality. This must... There's no way back. Huh. On me. A Favonius sword? Who left this here?
Lonely warrior. Take me to see him.
Huh? Yeah. Huh?
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince?
Stormwind! Maria sweeping in!
Huh? Is this the fairest shadow?
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
On me.
Try to keep up!
The scent that reeks of blood appears to be getting stronger. Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles.
Huh?
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Majoris, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice. Surrender to the abyss.
Malicious lies! Stormwind! On me. Stormwind! Charge! Stormwind! My old friend.
This is not where your path ends. You must continue on.
This wind feels less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter. I can't hide from it!
You must deliver it.
Yeah. Huh? Your path cannot end here.
You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone. Lonely warrior, step forward.
Is this the heart of the wolf? Roland!
After countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships, I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind.
Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky. Lit at dusk, dead by dawn. Utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out. And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and brighter than ever before.
A knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them. How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request... I shall do as you wish. Not once.
I guess we have them.
The ray here of Solnari's forces have been defeated. And the Roland you see is but an I wield, therefore, and after no word otherwise. Why would you pin all? But now you no longer.
Maybe you're partly right. But I think I might just have a shot at a rescue.
What do you...
There's only one person's mind I need to change, and it isn't forgetting where we... Andreas! Wake up!
If this is your final grand...
Return. Return to... Is this the answer that I found?
Andreas. At long last, I have delivered...
This is all that a wolf can hope to do for human.
On behalf of all humanity, I thank you, Lord of Wolves.
Boreas is returning to the ley lines. But why?
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that, but a sword is just one kind of vessel. There are other ways to store a soul.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
Even if it is not my intention, the soul of Lupus Majoris will inevitably ravage, devour.
If a mortal heart is to bear the soul of a god, this is a path that cannot be retraced. Yet, I shall not dissuade a knight from embarking on the quest of his own choosing.
Your heart, your soul.
You were wondering how a lamb could tame the heart of a wolf. Here's my answer. You get the wolf to swallow the...
The wolf spirit within the sword was merely a decoy. To avoid arousing my suspicion, you deliberately allowed Lupus Boreas' soul to assimilate your own, then be devoured by me. But how did you have...
Compared to Lupus Boreas' decision,
you have a stubborn will and employed an exceptional strategy. Your soul is now merged with that of Andreas. When he fully joins the ley lines, neither Barbados nor the Traveler will be able to anchor your soul from within the ley lines. You have lost, and so have I. Regrettably, may your soul rest in peace with Boreas, lonely warrior.
Haha! Lonely? Sorry to disappoint you, but as much as it sounded like the perfect ending for both of us to return to the ley lines together, the fact is that, unlike the true Roland of the past, I still have fine wine and good friends to get back to. I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong! You've got mail!
Until I return, I leave them in your care. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you. Come on! To Mondstadt!
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka. To Varka.
Family.
No pig call.
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind. Grandmaster.
Master.
Varka. Varka.
Go Varka! He's the right to us!
For Varka.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The Abyss can sustain me no longer. But now, countless souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest knight of Boreas.
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory. Well, that suits me just fine!
A knight is always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
You are not alone. Right back at
The north wind blows southward. May it guide you on your journey home.
There's an ice-cold drink with your name on it. Ready when you are.
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
On me! Thunder!
Ooh.
Got a bit too cocky. I can't fall here. Ugh! looks, there's no way. Huh. Yeah. A Favonius sword. Who left this here?
Lonely warrior, take me to see him.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Huh?
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince?
Stormwind! Maria sweeping in! Stormwind!
Is this the fairest shadow?
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
The scent that reeks of blood appears to be getting stronger. Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles.
Trying to keep up! Huh. Ah!
On me.
Huh? Trying to keep up!
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Majoris, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice.
Surrender to the abyss.
Malicious lies! Stormwind! Maria sweeping in! Stormwind! Charge!
My old friend.
This is not where your path ends. You must continue on.
This wind feels less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter. I can't hide from it!
You must deliver it. Here. Your path cannot end here.
You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
On me!
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone. Lonely warrior.
Is this the heart of the wolf?
Roland! After countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships, I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind. Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky, lit at dusk, dead by dawn, utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out. And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and brighter than ever before.
Knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them. How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request... I shall do as you wish, Knight of Boreas.
Huh.
Not once.
I guess we have them.
The ray here of Solmari's forces have I wield. Therefore, and after no otherwise. Why would you pin? But now you no longer.
Maybe you're partly right. But I think I might just have a shot at a rescue. There's only one person's mind I need to change, and it is forgetting where we... Andreas! Wake up!
If this is your final grand...
Return. Return to...
Andreas, at long last. On behalf of all humanity, I thank you.
Boreas, he's returning to the ley lines.
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that, but a sword is just one kind of vessel. There are other ways to store a soul.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack.
Even if it is not my intention, the soul...
If a mortal heart is... Your heart,
You were one... Here's my answer. You get the
wolves to avoid a...
Compared to...
You have your soul... Neither, but... You have lost. And so have I. Regrettably, may your soul rest in peace with Boreas.
Haha! Sorry to... The fact is, I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong!
Until I return, I leave them in your care. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you. Come on! To Mondstadt!
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka. To Varka.
Family.
No pig call.
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind. Grandmaster.
Master.
Varka.
Uncle Varka! He's the right to us!
For Varka.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The Abyss can sustain me no longer. But now, countless souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest knight of Boreas.
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory. Well, that suits me just fine!
knight is always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
You are not alone. Right back at you, Varka.
Thunder!
The north wind blows southward. May it guide you on your journey home.
Leave it all to me.
There's an ice-cold drink with your name on it. Ready when you are.
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
Thunder! On me. Huh? On me. Huh?
Fly home to us, Grandmaster!
Spread your wings and soar toward a new dawn.
Fate's chosen Lupaka.
Off the ante! Thunder! One final battle!
Walk forward and do not look back.
Varka, now I know the meaning of my name.
After the lengths you've made everyone go for you, you'd better make sure to thank us all properly when you get back.
You know, I have a lot of things to update you on. But they can wait until you're back.
I have no intention of returning to the Knights of Favonius. But I trust you will find a way to manage on your own.
Grandmaster, we're all waiting for you.
Oh. Huh. I'm not doing too bad a job as Grandmaster, am I? I'll take that silence as your approval. Everything you swore to protect with your lives, it's all still here, safe and sound. The Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt, and the oath sworn by every knight. I'll protect them all with my life. And so, I'll deliver that letter on your behalf. I know it's just a shadow of the real Roland, but if you have the time, could you please read it for him? Rostam and Arundelen, they never forgot you. Phew. This has been one long expedition. From here on out, I think I'll let the wind lead. Hey everyone, it's been a mighty long time. I'm thrilled to see you all again.
Welcome back, Grandmaster.
Yeah, I'm home. It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. All right then. I'm gonna stay here and enjoy the breeze for a little longer. For all the wine in the world, there's no feeling as intoxicating as the wind from your hometown after a long time.
This realm... If you ever...
Well guys, I'm done for the day. It's time to wrap up. Good night to you all. Take care, sweet dreams. See you all later on. Bye bye. Sayonara.
You know me, but let me give you a quick refresher. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Protecting Mondstadt is no walk in the park. It's a job filled with challenges and perils. But a knight never surrenders to hardship. For freedom and honor! Except when it's too hard. Huh?
Grandmaster, where are you going?
The winds of freedom are calling me.
Grandmaster, a few more files for you to... Lee.
I don't know where he is. Grandmaster? Could we?
Sure. Not enough force, balance is off. Practice on a few more dummies.
Understood.
Oh? Now we're talking.
The wind called you to the bar again?
Pigeons! Pigeons! Where are you?
Wandering rust buckets? Guess I could use some exercise. This drink is on me! Freeze! Looking for me? Got it! Burn!
Oh, valiant knight! Accept this grace!
Right!
Guess even the winds of freedom answered